So here I have my dream week OS. OS stands for operating system. Here you can see kind of throughout the week what my ideal day looks like. So, a couple quick notes here is I don't like to do any morning meetings. I do no Monday meetings. Tuesday is my day for meetings. Wednesday, it's really like a course and mastermind kind of day. Thursdays for my audience and funnel. Fridays for video shooting. Saturdays for content and writing. So you can see that in each day of the week, I've kind of organized, what do I want to be working on each of these days? Tuesday, you can see I'm meeting with a lot of my personal board of advisors. Wednesday, I'm doing audience growth in the morning. Same thing on Thursday mornings. Fridays, I'm doing video shooting. So my mornings are really for deep work. It's really this sacred time that I have to focus on tasks that I know are really going to move the needle forward in my life, help me accomplish my mission of inspiring 10 million founders to live their dreams through proven systems. And they're also the things that bring me immense joy and help me really hone in on my craft and contribute the most possible to the world. In the afternoons is generally when things get a little different. So in the afternoons, I'll start doing maybe one-to-ones with my team. That's often when I'm scheduling different meetings if I need to take them. I also reserve some time in my afternoons for a lot of learning, a lot of creativity, writing. And that's kind of, a high level in terms of like the themes of the days of my week. So if we go over here, you can go and see my daily OS example. So this is sort of how I organize my day. Not every day looks the same. I'm human. I'm not perfect by any means. And I also like to be creative with my days. So they don't always look the same. So this is kind of like my daily operating system. And again, OS is operating system. So here we go. I'm kind of waking up these days around 6 a.m. I meditate, I take some vitamins, and then I drink some water. I then like to go for a nice run, not too fast, just to get the blood pumping though. And I find it really unlocks a new level of creativity, of calmness, and of productivity throughout the day. From there, I like to schedule in 4 hours of deep work. Again, deep work is my time to be ultimately creative, no distractions, no meetings, and have the ability to really dive deep into the tasks that I know I need to get done to build the maximum amount of leverage in my life. And oftentimes that's helping, grow my audience, create content, really serve founders better than anyone else in the world, and just build out further systems to help my businesses scale faster and faster on my quest this year to hit $10 million of revenue across my portfolio of internet businesses. In the afternoon, I then take a break. I'll go for a lift. I'll, go get a smoothie after that lift to, keep those muscles going. And then I schedule in a couple meetings. If I can, I go for a cold bath sauna at some point just to kind of go relax. 5 p.m., I'm kind of stopping work. Then I'm going and just relaxing, preparing dinner, going out with a friend, interacting with the community around me. Right now I'm in Puerto Escondido, heading to Medellin, Colombia in about a month's time. So, just getting to know the area, getting to know the community. I think having a sense of belonging in our lives is probably one of our greatest needs as humans. And community is something I'm really big on, whether it's an online community or the community that I'm interacting with where I am, depending on my location in the world. And so I like to invest in that community wherever I am. From there, I oftentimes like to I'm a curious guy. So I'm either watching like a YouTube video to learn, or I like to go and read some books, listen to Audible books. I'm just constantly digesting different knowledge that sometimes is work related, and sometimes is just stuff I'm just really curious on that I want to kind of tickle my fancy here. From there, brushing teeth and flossing, most important part of the day. And then probably some yoga nidra and a sleep. Now, again, I'm not a machine. I'm not perfect. Not every day looks like this, but this again serves as a nice North Star. If I know I accomplished, 80% of what's here, I'm, investing in my health. I'm getting good sleep. I'm exercising. I'm building a massive amount of leverage across, building my audience. I'm creating content. I'm, growing as a human. And there's good things happening in my life. So here's where you need to get started. Okay. I've given you a weekly OS template that you can fill out. Okay. So go and put your notes in like I have, right? And then what does your Monday morning look like? Monday afternoon, and so on and so forth throughout the week. Start to just kind of like think through, what does the ideal dream week look like for you? And then let's start manifesting that, right? Let's start making the tiny little changes that we can do, going into the next week that'll help our week start to look more like our dream week, right? So when I did this, I said I wasn't going to have Monday meetings anymore. And so I just went to my next week and I told everyone, hey, listen, let's move the meeting to Tuesday, which is my meeting day. And that small change has probably increased my weekly happiness by 8 to 10%, because I just have a day on Monday. It's almost like a long weekend every week, right? So that's an example. I know everyone's different, so don't need to do exactly what I'm doing, but you get the vibe, okay? All right, the next aspect here is going and filling out your daily OS. So you have my daily OS example, and then go make yours. So, when do you want to be waking up? What do you want to do when you wake up? When do you get to work? What kind of work are you working on throughout the day? You know your energy levels, and when you want to do creative tasks versus calls. Just being more intentional about our week and our day is going to really help us, take our lives to the next level. And again, it's not just about being, weapons in terms of the professional side of things. It's just also just like being happy, having time, being able to spend our lives with those that we love, and ensure that we're structuring our days and our weeks really intentionally, so that when we look back on our lives when we're 85, we can say to ourselves, damn, like that was a life well lived. And I was living life on my terms. And I think that's what's really important. So I really hope you take your time. I think this takes around like 15, 20 minutes to fill out max. I think it's a very worthy exercise, and I hope you enjoy it. It's something that I've spent a good deal of time creating and mastering, and I think it will help you a lot.